Hey, what's up you guys? Matt Thibeau here with Savant Marketing Agency. And in this video, we're going to talk about how we helped a bathroom remodeling company get 60 leads in 24 days for under $10 per lead. I think it was like $9.54. And so I want to give you these three things that you can walk away with to really understand how we did this, and so that you can implement this in your business if you're looking to get more leads so you can grow your business. And whether you're in remodeling or flooring or painting or anything else, landscaping, this is going to be a helpful video for you because I'm going to reference this case study, which by the way, you can download for free in this group. If you comment bathroom below, I'll send you the case study. I did a post about this a week ago or so, and you can get that. But I'm going to break down these three things that made all the difference for this bathroom remodeler and how he was able to get these kind of results, and how if you do these three things too, then maybe you can get a similar result as well. So let's jump right into things, and I'm going to give you these three things step by step of how they were able to achieve these kind of results, and then you could do something similar in your business. So the first thing, number one, that's really important to get right before you do anything is positioning. Now, what's positioning? What is it? Well, for this specific bathroom remodeler, he was doing a bunch of different types of remodeling jobs. He was doing kitchens and basements and bathrooms and all sorts of stuff. But when he came to us, we were asking him, we said, what is your primary profit maker? And what a primary profit maker is what makes you the most amount of profit that you can build systems around, that you can produce quickly, and so that you can make good money doing, and then be able to build systems around so you can do it multiple times and have really good production for. And so for him, that was bathrooms. Now for you, it might not be bathrooms, but maybe your primary profit maker, if you're a painter, is something like cabinets. Or maybe if you're a flooring contractor, your primary profit maker is floor refinishing. Whatever it is, the first thing you need to do is understand what is your niche and really figure that out, get that right. The next thing, once you have your niche down pat, the next thing for your positioning is you need to figure out what kind of offer are we actually doing here. So many contractors will try and do advertising without an offer. No, like a free estimate or stuff like that. That's not an offer. Like free estimate is not an offer. So what we did for this particular client was we implemented an extended warranty offer. So I think we did something like a 5-year extended warranty on his bathrooms. Now, why the extended warranty offer is so good is because it's going to attract a different type of clientele than if you were to do something like, hey, we're offering 10% off, which is what every contractor does. They'll do a discount type offer instead. And when you do an extended warranty offer, what you're going to find is you tend to attract people who are a little bit more serious about actually getting this done. They're willing to pay a little bit more. But also, more importantly, what this does is it positions you in the marketplace as being a higher end contractor. Because anytime that you're branding yourself as doing discounts, it's going to negatively affect your brand, right? And you're basically training your audience to only buy from you if you're offering a discount. And so instead, we want to draw attention to ourselves for a reason outside of price. And so for this case, we did an extended warranty offer to draw attention to ourselves. And so once we set up the positioning, now we're in a space where we've got the niche, we've got this offer. Now our brand is positioned to be able to put it out there and be able to get the type of results we want. So that was the first thing that we did for him. We niched him into bathrooms, and then we did a 5-year extended warranty. The second thing that you need to start setting up is traffic. Like most contractors don't have enough traffic. What this is like people walking through your store. I know that you probably don't have a store, but people walking through your business, right? In a figurative sense. And so traffic, in other words, comes down to ads, right? So we pay for ads to be able to get our positioning in our brand in front of the right people so they can see what it is that we're offering. So what we did here for this particular client was we set up Facebook ads. Now, Facebook ads are, they've got their pros and their cons. The con with Facebook ads is that the leads you get aren't going to be super high quality, but they're going to be very cheap leads and you're going to get a lot of them. And I'll talk about in a sec of like why that's an advantage, but we implemented some Facebook ads for him. And it's really important that you get the ads right because there's so many things that you could do wrong when it comes to Facebook ads that could really screw it up. The first thing that we did for his ads was that we started doing really good before and after pictures for his ads. So before and after pictures are probably one of the better things that you could do because they actually demonstrate like what it is you're capable of. And so we get a lot of clients where they'll give us before and after pictures, but quite frankly, they just don't do it justice. Like they just don't look great. This client went like above and beyond. He took really, really nice before and after pictures. Like we're talking really nice. And so that was like a really big player in the effectiveness of his ads because when someone sees that you have really nice before and after pictures in an ad and it looks really nice, like what they want, it's proof to them that you can actually do what it is that you're saying you can do. And so the better that these pictures look, people are going to have a higher desire to work with you over another contractor because just the picture is selling the job like enough, let alone you, right? And so that's what we did. We put some really nice before and after pictures. We highlighted the offer that he was doing. We put in fairly broad targeting. Like typically what I find for Facebook ads, you want to reach maybe around like 1 million people. That's kind of the sweet spot of the targeting that you want to do. And like, I like to cut people out. Anyone who's like younger than 25, anyone under like 25, I think we even do 30 sometimes. Anyone under 25 though, you don't want to target for ads. Just because like typically they're not going to own a home or they're not going to have like the money to spend on a remodel. So we'll do like anybody 25 plus or 30 plus. And you'll go broad targeting like 1 million people in your area. And the next thing that we did for the ads that made a big difference is, like I said, we put in the offer on there. We had some really nice before and after pictures. And here's what we did that a lot of contractors won't do is that we tested a bunch of different ads. So like a lot of contractors will just put up like one ad, right? They'll just do like 1 or 2 ads and boost it. But when you do that, you're putting all your eggs in one basket and you don't know what people are going to respond to until they respond to it. So what we did is we put out about 5 different ads all at the same time and then see, okay, which one's winning? And then, okay, that one's winning, that one's not, that one's losing. And what I mean by winning and losing is that if you see that one ad is getting leads for like $20 a lead, and then another ad is getting leads for like $10, well then the loser's the $20 one because you can save yourself $10 a lead. And so this is just really simple. I mean, it's just simple math, right? But you're just looking at like, hey, a week has gone by or like, a couple days. This ad is way more expensive than this ad. And you might be asking yourself, why is it more expensive, Matt? It's more expensive because it's less effective at getting people to request for a lead. Maybe it's just the picture. Maybe it's just like the messaging in it. It's just not as effective as some other ad. And sometimes what you think is going to be effective isn't as effective as you would expect. And so that was a big thing that we did, and that's called A/B testing. So I'm kind of running out of room here, but that's called A/B testing. Is when you take a bunch of different ads and you split them up and you see, okay, which one's really winning. So that's the second thing that we did is we ran traffic using Facebook ads to his brand after we created all this positioning. So I'll give you the third thing though. And this is something that is super important because if you don't do this, you're gonna just, you're just gonna spoil all the results basically. So if like this one thing, if you were to get this one thing wrong, then you kind of get everything wrong. And you do all this work and it's just like, all for nothing. So this one thing I'll share with you right now is just like going to make all the difference for sure. So the last thing is appointment setting. Now, in my experience, most contractors are pretty bad at appointment setting, like really bad. What appointment setting is when you get a lead that comes in and they say like, hey, I'm interested. Like I want a quote or I want to learn more. appointment setting is the skill of taking that person from like, hey, I'm interested, all the way down to booking the estimate and like meeting with them in person. Now, what's really important about appointment setting is making it easy for someone to actually get a quote from you. A lot of contractors, what they'll do in their ads is they'll say like, yeah, for sure, like we can give you a quote. Hey, send us some pictures of like this stuff and, do this thing and like submit your details in this form. So what they're doing is they're like building up a barrier to make it harder for someone to contact you, right? And that's fine if you have a lot of leads coming through and like your pipeline is stacked. But if you're like looking to take on jobs and you're like hungry for more clients, that's probably the worst thing that you could do, because you're forcing someone to contact you by first taking some kind of action, right? And anytime you do that, they're going to be more qualified because they want to reach out to you. So they're doing this thing. But then the problem with that is that there's going to be a drop off of leads, right? So you want to make it very easy is what I'm saying. So all you got to ask them is just say, yeah, for sure, we'd be happy to help you out. What's your phone number? I'll give you a call right now. And you just jump on the phone with them. You don't put your phone number and say, hey, call me, because no one wants to call a scary contractor. Sorry, guys. No one wants to call you and then pursue you. You have to pursue them. So you ask them, hey, what's your phone number? And then you give them a call from there. See, a lot of times with marketing, it's dangerous because you get sold this idea that you have this funnel and that like this funnel is just going to book all these appointments automatically for you. And you just wake up in the morning, your calendar is like stacked. And that's true to an extent. Like we've got that in our business, but there needs to be some kind of level of qualification there, because you don't want to be just getting all these appointments of these unqualified leads, right? And so the quickest thing you could do is literally call them up real quick and just say, hey, this is John from Example Construction. We were just chatting on Facebook there. You were asking about getting a quote. How can we help you? And that's the third step here that this client did really, really well. Like he was very good at calling the person up, quickly qualifying them, getting an idea, and then booking the appointment. Like very, very good at that. Like at a certain sense, you have to be a good people person, right? And so what I'm getting at here is for the appointment setting, you want to make it super easy for them to get on the phone with you. And then once they're on the phone with you, what you want to do is qualify as quickly as possible. And I think a lot of contractors get confused when I say like qualify, because they think what that means is like, hey, what's your budget? Oh, it's this? Okay, we can't work with you. Qualifying is qualifying on a number of different levels. It's qualifying like, do you actually want to take on this job? Do you guys actually get along like on a personal level? Like, we had one client where they said like, I did a qualifying call with someone and then like on the phone, they were like an asshole. It's like, do you really want to work with that person? Probably not, right? And so you want to do this quick phone call just to quickly qualify this lead that comes through and get a sense of like where they're at. You can ask questions like, hey, what's your timeline? Like, when are you hoping to get this done? How long have you been thinking to get this done? Like, what kind of contractors have you worked with in the past? Have you worked with any contractors? These kind of questions. You want to get an idea of that. And so that's what this client did really, really well. He was really good at appointment setting. So you call him up, quickly qualify. Cool, this sounds like a job that we can do. And you would book the estimate and you would say, hey, I can come by at this time on this day. Does that work for you? Yeah. Come by, shake their hand. You look really professional. You meet in person. And the best thing that you could do is give the estimate in person. Like a lot of contractors will email over the estimate or like submit an estimate through an app or something like that. The best thing that you could do is get your quoting down as fast as possible. So then when you meet with the person for that estimate, you can say, cool, give me 20 minutes. I'm going to go in my truck and I'm just going to run some numbers. I'll come back with a rough estimate for you. And then you come back and you say, hey, here's the estimate. That's fresh in their mind, right? And that's exactly what this client did. Was he was very quick to also deliver the estimates because he knew all his numbers. And so this is going to help you be able to take a lead and then qualify them very quickly and actually book them into the estimate. Because a lot of contractors fumble leads because they're putting up all these barriers and making it difficult, right? And so if you don't understand how to do appointment setting, it's going to be very difficult for you to be able to take a stranger who doesn't know you and then turn them into a deal, right? And work with them. So hope you found this helpful. These are the 3 things that this client did that was able to help him get these 60 leads in 24 days. And he was able to close his first job, his first bathroom remodel in like 2 weeks. And then after that, another and another. So this is just a great example I wanted to share with you guys of how you can use ads to be able to get a bunch of leads. And then if you're really good at appointment setting you practice, you'll be able to book yourself up with plenty of estimates and then take those estimates and then, not sure what your closing ratio is, but hopefully it's about 30% or more and close those. So hope you found this video helpful. Again, I actually posted this case study in the group so you can check it out. You can see what the ad looks like and, we can break down all the numbers for you and all that stuff. So if you comment bathroom below, I'll send it over to you and you can check it out for yourself and you can see more details of what I'm talking about here. But hope you found this video helpful. And if you have any questions, as always, ask below. I'd love to help you out. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you on the next one.